If you are a person who stutters, and if you go thinking, I want to stop stuttering, I need to get rid of stuttering, help me please, then watch this video. It might be counterintuitive at first, but it's a true game changer for you. So, the first thing I want you to understand, to realize on your journey to freedom from stuttering, is that stuttering is not bad. What? You might say. Stay tuned, I told you it's going to be counterintuitive. You see, I am a person who stuttered, call it whatever, myself, and back in the day it took my own speech therapy. I've been helping people who stutter get free from stuttering for quite a while now, and I'm a big fan of working not only on the emotional part of our speaking, but on the physical part of our speaking as well, and we can do a lot here. And you might be thinking, come on, then give me some actionable exercises, techniques, tools, something tangible I can use right now. And yes, you can find the link in the cards somewhere here to the top 10 speaking exercises that I'm sharing. And in quite a few of my videos, I'm sharing other tips and advice and the basic fundamentals that we want to bring to our speaking. That's great, awesome, sure. But, as long as you feel that stuttering is bad, all the exercises, techniques, and tools are useless. Seriously? The first thing to ask yourself and to be very clear about is whether you're trying to manage, to control, to deal with stuttering, or you're trying to develop your speaking skills. And you might say, I can speak, so just help me with my stutter. Well, the thing is, your current speaking gets you to stuttering. So without working on your speaking, there's no way to change anything in your stuttering. And speaking itself is a skill. Actually, it's a number of skills. How powerful it is, how effortless, how relaxing it is, how you feel the airflow, how you put the stresses, how engaging it is. And that's the physical side of speaking. We also have the emotional side as well. That's the way you feel at the moment of speaking interaction, because speaking is an interaction. You become one with the speaking environment. So freedom from stuttering is a state. It's how you feel at that point. So the physical side, the emotional side of our speaking, these are skills we want to develop, want to create speaking experiences and gradually develop the new state of freedom. And you might say, whatever, let's develop the skills. Just help me with my stutter. And that's the key point. That's the key moment. That's the mindset, the attitude, the general approach we have when we join the therapy, the course, the program. Imagine you getting to your first, let's imagine, piano lesson. One situation is when you go thinking, I hate this stuff, but it's so bad not to play the piano, so I have to do this. And a totally different situation when you're trying to do the same thing, but you love music, you love the sound of it, you just like it so much, like you're truly enjoying it. You say, I just love the sound, I love it. Which lesson do you think would be more effective? Which effort do you think would bring better results? Just imagine Mozart, Beatles, or Adele thinking, I have to do it because it's so bad not to play music. Of course, if you hate it, if you don't like it, if it feels like a burden, you won't stick to it. You'll be hopping from one course to another, from one therapy to the other program. And you might argue that in those cases, people want to learn something. In our case, we just want to get rid of the pain. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That there is no way to take away the pain. In other words, there is no way to stop stuttering. You can go to the dentist with an aching tooth and the dentist releases you from this pain. Wow, now feels better. With stuttering, doesn't work this way. No. With stuttering, we have a situation similar to when we're going to learn to play the piano, to sing, to learn windsurfing, headstand, cold showers. There are so many skills we can develop. And you want to like what you want to develop. As long as we feel that stuttering is bad, I hate it, it's responsible for so many problems in my life, what happens, all we can see is stuttering, fluency, stuttering, fluency, stuttering, fluency. Our focus is distracted. We cannot focus on the right thing, on the skills that we want to develop. Again, the physical, emotional skills. All we see is stuttering or fluency. We can't even get on the path to freedom from stuttering. We can't even start our journey to freedom from stuttering. And by the way, this belief that stuttering is bad is simply not true. The stuttering, the speech impediments themselves are neutral. And you might get defensive here saying, what do you mean? You don't understand. I can't understand. I totally get you. I totally feel you. So as a practical assignment, as an exercise, I want you to write down on a blank piece of paper why stuttering is bad for you. Just anything that comes to your mind. If you don't have a piece of paper right now, just use your phone, create a note there. Or you can get vulnerable and share in the comments here to this video what comes to your mind. Just don't filter it. Let it all out. And then, as you've poured it out, I want you to analyze it. I want you to see that there is always one of these three things or a combination of these. It's either shame attached to it. Like, they laughed at me, they bullied me, they mocked me. Well, what does it say about stuttering? Nothing. It says something about them. They are bad, not you. They should be ashamed of what they're doing, not you. The second thing, unrealistic expectations. You definitely can find those. We say to ourselves, I should have said it fluently. But wait a second. Should you? It's unfair to say that to yourself. You did a great job. It's unfair to beat yourself up for it. Or we can find ourselves in a situation where we hide behind the stutter. Like, they rejected me at the job interview all because of the stuttering. Well, yeah, I can understand, but did you reveal yourself authentically as a professional who can be the best fit for this position? Did you open up saying, I stuttered, but it doesn't affect my professional capabilities at all? Or were you focused on how to not reveal my stutter, how to escape stuttering, how to hide it? If they know, they'll never hire me. Where was your focus at that point? Were you really there present, thinking, I'm the best fit for this position? Or you were somewhere far away, like, yes, I want it, but maybe I'm not good enough. So the shame, unrealistic expectations, hiding, avoiding, holding back, these are bad. And these are not stuttering. I mean, they are part of the big stuttering iceberg. That's what I call the 90%, the invisible 90% of stuttering. But these are not the disfluencies. These are the product of our thinking, our belief that stuttering is bad. The truth is that stuttering itself is neutral. Look at regular, normal people. They also have glitches in their speaking. All sorts of speech impediments we can find, but they don't bother. They don't notice them. They take lightly them. They laugh at them. And we don't take it lightly. We cry at it at times. So thinking, believing, and feeling that stuttering is bad, it distracts us from elevating our speaking to the next level. It distracts us from dealing with the shame, hiding, avoidance, and holding back. And ultimately, it distracts us from really dealing with stuttering effectively. I want you to start letting go of this story we've been telling ourselves over and over again that stuttering is bad. And a great way to start letting it go is to see why we're really telling ourselves this story. At the very base level, it's our expectation and other people's expectation as well that we should and we can be fluent. Our parents' expectations, come on, you can do it. Just slow down, just breathe. And of course, we don't want to fail them, or classmates, or friends, or colleagues, our boss. They all have the expectations. But most of all, it's our own expectation we've created for ourselves that I should be fluent. I can be fluent. I am fluent actually. I just need to try harder. We create that huge negative feeling inside of a mistake. Yet it's not a mistake. It's so hard to embrace and accept the simple idea, the simple fact that I stutter. And there is nothing to be ashamed of. It's not a mistake, yet we feel like it is. Remember how you felt when you did something wrong and you don't want your mom to see it, like hiding it. It's not a mistake. It's the way your brain aligns with the speech mechanism. There's a mismatch. They don't quite align. It's an automated pattern because that's the automated muscle memory. It's also a certain state we get to because that's an automated emotional memory as well. But we like coming up with stories like, I have difficulty with the word starting with the sounds k, d, t, s, p. And it's hard to pronounce my name. Can you help me with this? Or I'm fluent in the speech therapy room, but I can't handle phone calls. What can I do about it? Or I'm fluent when I'm alone, but once I start thinking about stuttering, I actually stutter. Is there any way to remove this anxiety? And on and on and on and on. These are great stories. They're true. But they describe only one thing. You stutter. And there is nothing to be ashamed of. It's not a mistake to hide. It's a good reason to start developing new skills. So let's recap. When we feel that stuttering is bad, we tend to shift our focus on stuttering. We work on stuttering. Come on, give me the tools. Instead, we want to work on our speaking, on the structure of our speaking, the basic fundamentals we want to feel in our speaking. We don't want to work on stuttering. We want to work on speaking. So when it comes to our speaking, which goes boom, 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 stutter, boom, boom, stutter, we're working on not on stuttering itself, but on this boom, boom, boom. We want to make them, our speaking, secure, powerful, effortless, relaxing, engaging. We want to make them boom, 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 boom. As long as we feel it's bad, we constantly shift to our stutter. That's where our focus goes, distracting us from the real work that we want to do. Bottom line, we want to feel that stuttering is a friend. We want to feel that speaking is not dangerous, because stuttering is not dangerous. We're not trying to escape stuttering better. We're trying to learn to present ourselves, to open up and be truly present in the interaction. And yes, it's much easier to feel that stuttering is a friend when it doesn't bite, when we feel the structure of our speaking. That's why I'm preaching about working on the physical side of our speaking, and I'm preaching about the hand stuttering technique that gives us the foundation, the support, that structure. It's not a technique actually, because we're not managing stuttering at that point. We are developing the basic elements that we want to have in our speaking, where we store the natural structure of our speaking. The hand helps us align our brain with the speech mechanism. It helps us rewire our brain and gradually build a new speaking pattern. So becoming friends with stuttering is basically the essence of our transformation, of that journey to freedom from stuttering, to that state where even if the speech impediments happen, when they happen, we truly don't bother. And I know that it's hard to imagine, to feel that stuttering can be a friend. No one. But once you see and acknowledge all the shame, hiding, avoidance, and unrealistic expectations that we impose on ourselves, that we carry as a burden, once you start working on your speaking, the speaking structure, how you feel at the moment of speaking interaction, how you present yourself, and not on stuttering, how to escape it better, how to hide it better, then stuttering can become a friend. So I gave you the assignment. I want you to do this internal work. I know it's not sexy, but it's 1,000 times, as I said in the beginning, it's 1,000 times more important than rushing to do the exercises over and over and over again, or rushing to learn some new magic technique. Thank you so much for watching. For more videos, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you're still not friends with stuttering, if you want to go deeper into what we can do with stuttering speaking, bringing structure to our speaking, head over to freefromstutter.com and take the Free From Stutter assessment there. And for more interaction, join the Free From Stutter Facebook group. It's crucial to not stay isolated. You want to feel you're not alone, you're part of the community. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.